Hello, first graders. I'm Miss Ball, and I'm here to do some more math with you today. Let's look at our standards. Today, our first standard says, I can mentally find 10 more or less than a number. The word mentally means that you can do this quickly in your mind without having to use a model or without having to count by ones. Now, when we start out today, we're going to do this with a model, and we'll see if we can gradually take that model away and just picture that model in our minds. You may still need to use the model when you're practicing math at home, and that's fine. Keep using it, and the more you practice, then soon you'll find you'll be able to do it without that model. The second standard says, I can draw a model and then solve a word problem. So we're going to be working with tens and ones today. Let me show you what our model looks like. So we have popsicle sticks in a bundle. We call these bundles and sticks. And inside of each bundle, there are 10 popsicle sticks. We use these often in first grade to help us with our tens and ones counting. So we have a group of 10, and then we have some ones. So let's just do a quick count to just make sure we remember how to count these. So if I have 3 bundles, we can count these by tens. We have 10, 20, 30. And then if we added one more stick, we would have 31. Another stick would be 32. So let's practice this. I'm going to lower my screen so you can see on the table in front of me. And I'm going to put out an equation that says I have something plus 10 equals something. So we're going to start with what we have in the beginning. We have this many sticks. Quickly count that and whisper that to somebody near you. So we have 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33. So we'll fill in this part of the equation. We have 33 plus another 10. So to be able to do this mentally, we can picture that we're adding this 10 more to our pile. Maybe you say, okay, I have 33 and 10 more is 43. Maybe you like to rearrange it and think, okay, I have 40 and I still have 3. So your answer would be 33 plus 10 equals, or is the same as, 43. Let's try another one. So now we have something plus 10 equals something. This time let's start with this number. How many do you see? I see 5 bundles, so that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 1 stick, so 51. So if we have 51 and we add another 10, have we changed? What's changed? Have we changed the tens or have we changed the ones? So when we added this 10 more, we added another group of 10, but our ones stayed the same. We didn't touch those. So now instead of 5 groups, we have 6 groups. So 51 turned into 61. All right, let's try another one. This time, let's start with our 10 first. We have 10, and we're going to add some more and see what we come up with. So if we're starting with 10, and we add, let's add 24 more. So 10 plus 24. Can you see it? We have 3 groups of 10, that's 30, and we still have 4 ones. So 10 plus 24 is 34. All right, let's try this again, but this time let's try subtraction. So now our equation says we have something minus 10 equals something. So let's start with 44 sticks. What happens when I take 10 away? Now we only have 3 groups of 10, so we have 34. Oops, I forgot to fill it. 44 minus 10 equals 34. Let's try one more using a model. All right, we have something minus 10 equals something. Today, let's start with 24. 5. If I have 25, I can picture that number as 2 groups of 10 and 5 ones. If I take a group of 10 away, take away a 10, now I only have 1 group of 10 and 5 ones. So 25 minus 10 equals 15. All right, are you ready to try one of these without the model? So let's picture this in your mind. If I have 56 minus 10. So you're taking that 10 away. You're right, you have 46. Now, if you still need to use a model, that is fine. You might not have popsicle sticks at home to be able to work with. You could draw this model 56. So I like to draw my bundles of 10, just like a circle, like a big bundle with the rubber band around it. That model shows me that that's a group of 10. I don't have to write the 10 inside. I know that's a 10 because that's the way I draw my model. So if I wanted to draw 56, I could just sketch that out quickly for myself on paper. And then for my 6 ones, I just will draw my dots. So I have 56. And I'm going to take that 10 away. I can just cross that off for myself here. And now I have 46 left. So if you still need to practice with a model, go ahead and do that on paper. Let's try that one more without a model. So now we have 56, and we're going to add a 10. So picture that 56. You have 5 groups of 10 and those 6 ones. And if I add another group of 10, I turn into 66. So 56 plus 10 is the same as 66. All right, let's try and apply what we've learned today to a word problem. So let's think about what's happening in the word problem. And if you would like to pause the video or grab a quick piece of paper and a pencil to sketch this out, you can do that now. Or if you want, you can just do this along with us in your mind. I'll give you just a second if you want to grab your paper. Okay, so our word problem today says, I had some tulips. I gave 10 to my friend. Now I have 36 tulips. So how many did I have at first? So we have to do some thinking about what's happening in this story. First of all, what is the story about? So tulips. Tulips are those flowers that grow right now in the springtime. So you have some tulips. What's that word some mean? So that word some means more than one. So I had more than one tulip, right? I had some tulips. And I gave 10 to my friend. So now we can kind of think of what this sum is. Is it going to be more than 10? Now I have 36 tulips. Wow, so do I still have quite a few tulips? And how many I made a mistake here. Oops, mistakes happen. We'll need to fix that. How many did I have at first? So let's sketch this out. I had some tulips. Now I know some means more than one, but I'm not sure what that is, so I'm just going to put my empty box there. And I know I gave 10 to my friend. So when I'm giving something away, I know I don't have it anymore. I'm going to show that I subtracted that 10 out. And now I have 36. So whatever I had in the beginning, I know that I'm left with 36 after I gave those 10 away. So we can sketch this out, right? So we know that there's 36 left. I'm going to draw that model that we talked about. There's 36. And we know that they gave 10 away. So how many did I have in the beginning before I gave this away? Well, let's say I just put that back in for a second. Before I gave it away, I had 4 tens and 6 ones. So I know I had 46 in the beginning. So let's just see if that makes sense. I had 46 tulips. I gave 10 to my friend, and now I have 36 tulips. How many did I have at first? The question says, so my question said, how many did I have at first? I had 46 tulips at first. Thank you, first graders, for joining me today. Today we worked on mentally finding 10 more or less than a number, and we used the model of popsicle sticks. Remember that you can sketch that out as you're working. We also worked on drawing a model and solving a word problem that involved finding 10 less today. So keep working on math, and I hope to see you again soon.
Hi, first grade. It's Mrs. Yahara here, teacher with Spokane Public Schools, and I'm ready to do some more math. How about you? So today we're going to be practicing adding from any given decouple. Now, you might not be sure of what a decouple is, and so let's talk about that for a moment. So a decouple is a multiple of 10. So again, you might be thinking, Mrs. Yuhara, I don't know what that is. So a multiple of 10 is when you're counting by tens and you start at 10 and you start counting forwards. 10, 20, 30, 40. All those numbers are multiples of 10, and those are decouples. So we're going to be adding today starting from one of those numbers. Now, if you were talking about decades, and sometimes people use decouple or use the word decade instead of decouple. A decade is actually a series of 10, is a sequence or a series of 10 numbers. So if we said 3 plus 10 is 13, 3 to 13 would be a decade, a group of numbers. Or we could say like a series of 10 years, right? Over the course of 10 years, that's a decade. So just some clarification. So today we're going to be adding from any given decouple. We have some tools that we're going to be using for this. And eventually you'll be able to do this without any tools. But in the beginning, it's always nice to have some tools to help us count and to help us develop some of that understanding. And then it also helps us be able to explain our thinking and our mathematical reasoning, which is what mathematicians do. We got to practice. So today our tool is going to be 10 frames. So I want you to take a peek, and with those around you, if you have some friends around you or family around you, talk about what you see on this 10 frame. Did you say you saw 10 dots? Did you say the 10 dots were in 10 squares? Did you say there were 5 on top and 5 on the bottom? What if I turned the 10 frame? Do you still see 10? Maybe you see 5 on this side and 5 on this side? So this will be our tool today to help us develop our understanding of adding on from a decouple, as well as helping us form great ways to talk about our thinking and mathematical reasoning. Let's get started. And when I show you some numbers using our tool, the 10 frames, there are 2 questions I want you to keep in mind. So when I show you a number, I want you to be thinking about how many groups of 10 are in the number. And then I also want you to be thinking about, given that number, how many dots are there altogether when we're using this tool to help us develop this understanding. So let's get started. The first one I'm going to do on top of the purple paper, but then after that, it will be hidden under the purple paper. I'll show you what I mean. So here we go. Now, are you kind of keeping track? So I put out some 10 frames, and I want you to think about our questions. How many groups of 10 are there, and how many dots are there altogether? You're right. So far, there are 4 groups of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so far, we have 40 dots. 10, 20, 30, 40, excuse me. But what if I added one more 10 frame? And you might notice this 10 frame isn't full of dots. It's got some missing. Now how many dots are there altogether? That's right, 44. We had 40, which is a decouple, and we added 4. 40 plus 4 is 44. That's right. Well done. Okay. So give each other a high five at your house, wherever you're watching, as you're working through these math problems together. And even if you were a little bit off and your numbers were off, that's okay. Just say better luck next time. Maybe next time we'll get it. We just keep practicing. It's okay. Here's our next one. Are you ready? This time I'm sliding them under the purple paper. Here we go. Are you keeping track? Ooh, how many have I put under there so far? I know, I'm not done. But wait, there's more. How about this? I want to put this one under there next. So do you remember how many I put under there? Okay, I'm going to show you really fast. Are you ready? Here we go. 10, 20, 30, plus 5 and 1, that's 6. 36. Nice job. How many groups of 10 are there? That's right, 3 groups of 10. How many dots are there altogether? 36. I have 4 10 frames out here, but this one's not full, so I can't say that there's a whole group of 10 there. I just have to count the singles. Okay, let's try another one. You ready? Okay, here it comes. Okay, get ready. Here we go. How many have I put under there so far? And I'm not even done. I've got more. I'm still going. Okay. Whew, it's hard to keep them all under there. There's a lot. Okay, how many have I put under there so far? Okay, and you know I'm putting another one under there. And you know this time, yep, you guessed it, it does not have all the dots. It's not all the way filled in. Yep, this time I'm going to use this one. Do you see it? Let's see if I hold it up. Okay, I'm putting it under there. How many dots under the purple paper? So you're thinking, okay, how many dots? And then with that number, how many groups of 10? All right, let's reveal. Are you ready? Here we go. Whoops. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. What'd you come up with? 67. That's right. So how many groups of 10 do we have? We know that there's 67 dots altogether. And how many groups of 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in 67, there are 6 groups of 10. So today when we were doing some math together, we were practicing adding from any given decouple, which remember is a multiple of 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40. And I think we rocked it. Nice job today. Can't wait to do this again with you next time.